Good evening. Today we're going to discuss a very controversial topic stemming all the way from Southeast Asia, more specifically Indonesia, and how tobacco regulation is virtually non-existent. Tobacco currently reigns over the Indonesian population, corrupting the minds of children, women, and men nationwide. Live to the scene, we have our news team correspondent Jake Gobioff with an exclusive interview with Suharto Usman, an executive advisor for the Philip Morris International Group. Now we're going to get to Jake Gobioff, live at the scene.
Thank you, Romeo. Here with Suharto Usman, I have to begin with the most obvious point, that tobacco kills. What are your feelings on the effect that cigarettes hold over your fellow countrymen?
Tobacco is a huge part of the Indonesian culture. The industry is flourishing and citizens are as content as ever. Even though you say tobacco kills, my studies say otherwise.
Okay, well we all know that those studies were not only inconclusive, but financed by the tobacco industry. Is it possible that maybe the findings are found a little too much in your favor?
No comment.
Interesting. Let's just move on to the next topic, shall we? Recently, there's been a video circulating worldwide. It's gone viral. 4-year-old child Sumatra in Indonesia requires at least 2 packs a day and has been smoking since the age of 18. Can we bring up the picture? Any comments?
Look at this kid. He looks like he's having the time of his life.
Well, that may be. But what about the risk he's being put in? At this rate, he won't live to be the age of 10.
You know, business is business. So what if a few kids get hooked? Sometimes you have to crack a few eggs if you want to make an omelet. There are more jobs in Indonesia than ever.
See, now you're just lying. Since the 1970s, cigarette manufacturing has contributed to less than 1% of total national employment.
Hold on there.
Wait a second, I'm not done yet. Not only does this industry not supply jobs, but healthcare costs are skyrocketing and negate any positive effect your industry has on the economy. As these people smoke, productivity is plummeting as more and more people are getting sick. Do you know what? I'm done. Turn it off. I can't do this.
So now we're gonna look for a local Indonesian kid smoking some cigarettes. Here we go. Son, can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, sure.
What's the deal with this habit?
What happened?
The smoking habit.
Oh, yeah. It's very hard to quit. I smoke maybe 2 packs a day. It's only $1 a pack, though.
$1 a pack. You buy these for $1 a pack?
Yep.
That's terrible. There's no regulation there.
No, I can buy it at the store. Only 15.
Oh my. What do the schools have to say about this?
They say it's very healthy. The schools are built by the cigarette manufacturers.
Cigarette manufacturers, oh my gosh. And they say it's healthy?
Yes, very
That's
healthy.
terrible.
They say it cures cancer.
Is your father around?
Yup, it's over there.
Alright, the boy said that his father should be around here. I just want to ask him a couple of questions. Oh, there he is. Excuse me, sir. Could I ask you a couple questions? I don't mean to interrupt your job, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I just ran into your son, and he was telling us quite a bit about his little habit. What do you have to say about it?
What do you want me to do? Packs are $1 a pack. I can't do anything about it. It's cheap as ever.
Now, your son was telling me something about advertisements on the side of his school that were relating to tobacco. No, what's that about?
Yeah, the tobacco companies, they sponsor the schools.
They sponsor the schools?
Sponsor the schools, yes. And education is better than ever. Learning so much.
It's a little scary to hear. But let me ask you one more question. Now, I've seen so many sick people on my travels around here, but are there any procedures that maybe can be taken to help counter the effects of cancer around here? Tell me a little about that.
There is a process, cupping.
Cupping?
I can take you to my friend.
Yeah,
my friend owns.
That would be awesome. Can you please show me where he is?
Yes, let me just get back to mine.
All right, awesome. Yes. Thank you. So I just walked into Dr. Ganjai's office, who runs a Balor treatment center, also known as cupping. Dr. Ganjai, do you think maybe you could tell us a little bit about the patient and what the procedure is like?
Why, yes. What I'm doing right now is inserting tobacco smoke into his bloodstream through this pipe. Now, what this does, it purifies his bloodstream, and it destroys free radicals. Free radicals cause cancer, of course, and so this is helping him.
Okay, so can you maybe explain why the tin foil is wrapped around the patient's body?
We rub him in a proprietary rub, which includes tobacco oil and various herbs and spices, and this helps release the free radicals from him.
Okay. So, excuse me, sir, do you think maybe you could tell us a little bit about why you're so ill?
Yes, I'm currently a victim of stage 3 lung cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that's very unfortunate. Have you tried going through chemotherapy?
Yes, I did. I did do chemotherapy before this, and to be honest, I think it did feel a little bit better than this. But,
No, that's not true at all. He is improving.
So you think he's improving?
Of course, he has. His skin is turning yellower by the day.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You advocate smoking as a treatment for cancer?
Of course, yes. Tobacco smoke is a gift from the gods. Tobacco itself is just something that comes from the ground that is incredible for you.
Oh, well, you heard it here. This is Jake Gobioff reporting.
Now keep this in your mouth the rest of the day.
Okay.
Now, obviously, tobacco is a very controversial subject in Indonesia. Let me just throw some statistics at you. 165 billion cigarettes are produced in a year. Up to 1/2 of the 57 million smokers in Indonesia will eventually die of tobacco-related illnesses. 8 out of 10 Indonesians have tried to quit, but it's just too hard, which is aided in part due to the fact that cigarettes are getting increasingly cheaper. 53.4% of males in 1995 smoked. Now, in 2004, it's 63.1%, which is just startling. It doesn't make sense, even though there have been numerous medical advances and that medicine has told us that tobacco kills. The average age at which the average smoker starts is 17.4 years old, which is getting lower due to the part that minors can purchase cigarettes. Now, in conclusion, the Indonesian economy is fueled by tobacco, but the government needs to regulate it. However, it's just the government is scared that if they take such a huge part of their economy away, it will slow down and hurt the Indonesian people. But they do not have to fear, because tobacco only employs about 0.1% of the country. So why do they have to do this? They don't. They just need to fight back.
Alright, so we're going to try and find a local kid. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about his habit. Oh, oh shit.